Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines Natural Disasters and Tornado Country. I hope you're having a wonderful day because I'm having another sick day. I'm not feeling so great. I'm not necessarily ill as much as I'm just really tired, and not in that kind of like, hey, I'm gonna go to sleep kind of tired, more in the I was awake for like 36 hours because I had to be up at 4 a.m. to make sure everyone was going to the airport on time, so I decided to stay awake until 4 a.m. Then I remembered that I had a meeting at like 2 p.m., so I couldn't go to sleep for risk of sleeping through that, so I joined a live stream for 3 hours, and basically I'm really tired, even though I slept for like 10 hours last night. Yeah, man, it's a bit rough, so just thought I'd get that out of the way. Like I've said, this series is daily at the moment, so it's kind of my little like, hey, here's an update on how I'm doing. So I do genuinely hope you're having a wonderful day, because mine is it's a bit of a low day for me at the moment, but I'll be all good as of tomorrow. Even maybe after this video, I'll just go get myself some Red Bull. Anyway, the people of Pepper Lake are having a pretty good time. They have themselves over $10 million, 124,875 people are living here, and there is a change I'd like to make to this road here, because this road has a lot of traffic using it, and the traffic is backing up like crazy, which is driving me crazy, because it shouldn't be backing up like crazy. So we're just gonna fix that, and to do that we need to delete these two overarching roads. So I can go ahead and upgrade these roads in here. I then need to set the speed limits on this road to 100 kilometers per hour. And then what I'll do is, why is that one set to 60? That one should not be set to 60. That's weird that that's set to 60. There we go, we'll get those sped up as well. But what we'll do is then go ahead and get ourselves these bridges back to 3. There we go. So get it as close to that road as I can possibly take it. And then bring it across and... oh, that's not going to work. Alright, that's going to need to go a little bit higher. So 1, 2, 3, 4 little tiers on the height of that road. Bring it across to about there and done. 1, 2, 3, 4 and to about there, bring it across and down. There we go. So that should solve a few of the problems. Traffic on this road is quite busy because it's going from 100 kilometers per hour to a road that's 60, and it's going from 6 lanes to 3 in either direction. So yeah, traffic there is not having the best time possible. Honestly, considering there is nothing zoned on that road, it's very tempting to go ahead and turn this into 2 one-way roads. And I'm actually going to try it because I want to see what happens. 2 one-way roads, each facing out that way. Which is going to cause problems for the bus line that's in there, that white bus line. So let's maybe move the white bus line a little bit so it can go around the corner. Just like... say that. There we go. So it should be totally fine. I'm curious to see what happens with the traffic here. But like I said, there is nothing actually built on that road, so that should be fine. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. And should hopefully let the traffic flow out of there a little bit better. We'll see. We will see what happens. I'm also thinking that maybe a little bit of lane management here is going to be necessary to make sure that traffic is using all of the 6 lanes on the road that comes in here. Because I'm noticing very quickly there that a lot of it is migrating over to this lane here. So if I set this up so that each lane from this road has 2 lanes it can go to, and then I set it up so that these lanes on this road you cannot merge into any other one, that might work. The only thing is, this is just going to be real tedious. Alrighty, the deed is done. We just have to wait for all of the traffic to update just a little bit. I've decided as well, in all of my wisdom, you know, other than just turning these roads into one-way roads, I have also decided to add another mod to this series, and I know what you're thinking. You're gonna be sat there like, yo, hold on a minute. Hold. That's apparently you all sound like me. Yo, hold on a minute. You didn't say this was a modded Let's Play. To which I'm gonna stand up and say, yo, hold on a minute. I didn't say it wasn't. The point is, this isn't a fully modded Let's Play. I don't think that Traffic President or improved public transport are hugely game-changing mods. I said hugely and sort of waved my arms a little bit and hit my microphone, so you might have heard that. I don't think they're hugely game-changing mods. I think they're really, really good mods. I think that this whole lane management thing would be brilliant if it was in the vanilla game. But the mod I've enabled is called, I believe, more disasters, or enhanced disasters, or extended disasters, or random disasters, or something like that. The point is, the mod adds random disasters, or it claims to add random disasters to scenarios. Because scenarios, by default, don't have random disasters. Every disaster in a scenario is predetermined. It will happen after a certain point. That's why, at a time, I was able to say, oh, we've just got another tile of the city, we're gonna have a disaster. So we have now got random disasters, and I think it also throws thunderstorms into that mix as well. So this should be really interesting. It should throw a disaster at us at some point. I'd also like to make sure that I actually have disasters on. Yes, I do. We'll bring the frequency up to there. Those were turned off a little while ago because I was doing a Let's Build, but we'll not talk about that until that Let's Build is finished. Either way, I've enabled this mod. It was tweeted to me and linked to me on my Discord server by the same person. I'm incredibly grateful for that because I was looking for something like that for a while. So hopefully we're going to see some random disasters come our way. Now I'd like to come down to this space here because there's a lot of abandoned buildings because there weren't enough workers. And what I'm going to do about that is I'm going to come in here with a new section of this road here. And I want to bring it across, well, truth be told, I would like to bring it across to like there, a little bit further, and I would like to connect it up like this. But that doesn't really, for whatever reason, line up all that well with this road. And that's strange, actually, because it should, shouldn't it? Oh no, it will be slightly off because of this. Fair enough. Fair enough. That doesn't line up perfectly. So maybe we won't do that. We'll bring it back a little bit. Either way, what I'd like to do with all of this is I'd like to bring some roads through underneath that highway and connect it all to this massive avenue, basically. I think this could be kind of an interesting thing to do. Now, the downside and the problem is that not all of these roads are going to run straight through here. In fact, quite a few of them don't because of the hill and because of just the way they are. So that's kind of annoying. This one does, but only if I start like that. This one, I believe the space, is that space already occupied? Yeah, because of the hill, it just doesn't really want to work there unless I do that and, oh, that actually does. Okay. Interesting. This one might as well then, if I bring it to the right point. No, there is a little thing there that won't let it happen. Okay, that's fine. Let's bring this road across like that, and we'll bring a road up from there. And I basically just want to create a big section of housing here. I want people to be able to live on this side of the highway. I think that'll be really, really good for the city because it's going to just bring us a massive influx of new residents. Obviously, I'm going to need to look into some decent traffic management solutions out here. So we're obviously going to have ourselves another metro system set out this way. We're going to have a few things like that that will hopefully help the traffic, and not so much the traffic, but help the citizens get around this new area. I'm also thinking it might be a good idea to turn this road into an avenue so that people can move around that space a bit easier. This one could probably also be an avenue. Just looking at it. So, let's give that a shot. Let's see if I can maybe extend this road a little bit. Just into that space. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna be able to, but I can take it to there, and then I can take the avenue off either side of that. Then bring it over to there, and... ooh, that's not gonna let me. Alright, what if we did that kind of thing with a little curve? There we go. So that should work. That should totally work. In fact, I reckon I can bring that across like that. And what we can do, and something that's going to be very, very important for the city, is that we get some districts in here. So we set this up so that traffic can flow around this district, but it can't flow through this district, which is what we're gonna want to make sure we have enabled before we start zoning this. Because basically, as the city grows, this road is going to get more and more popular. And we want to stop people from going along the low-density roads, which is the little 2-lane roads. The 4-lane and the 6-lane roads are fine. The rest of them, not so much. So there we go. That should work, no problem. Poplar Square. We want to get ourselves an old-time policy on Poplar Square. And if we just go ahead... oh, hold on a minute. Almost made a bit of a mistake there. We don't want to just go ahead and do anything yet. Well, no, we do. We want to go ahead and get the piping into this area so that everyone's going to have plenty of water to drink and to shower with and to water the plants with, or to what else? What else do you do? Cook with. What else do you do? Put out fires. Other stuff you do water with? I don't know. It doesn't really matter either. Let's just get this area done. We'll begin, I suppose, with some housing in that space. We can do some commercial zoning in that space. And we're having some power problems because it doesn't cross the highway. So, let's do... that's too low, isn't it? Yeah, that is far too low. Good lord. 2, 3, 4. Bring that across to there. And there we go. Electricity now crosses over. We have some commercial premises popping up here. We're gonna want to bring a little pedestrian path. Oh, careful. Bring a little pedestrian path through here, I think, so that people can walk across there. And I'm also thinking I'll do the same in some of these spaces here as well, so that people can actually cross over on foot if they so desire. I'd like to sort of bring these back and forth as well. So they're not all going to be in line. It's going to just break up the buildings and create an interesting pattern, which I think will look really, really pretty from above once this is actually all built, which is going to take a little while. Because we do have to wait on the residential zoning meeting the supply that we have. The game, it really is, City Skylines is just constant supply and demand. You know, you have demand for residential zoning. How much are you going to supply? If you supply too much, then you need to wait for the demand to catch up with what you're supplying. If you don't supply enough, then you have ridiculously high demand. That's just this. That's this entire game. It really is just constant supply and demand, and that constant back and forth. I'm also going to downgrade this road to... oh, didn't want to do that, but that's fine. We'll just go the whole way through with it. There we go. Gonna just turn that into a 2 or a 4-lane road. And that way I can come in with the lane connector. And so that this lane goes there. This one goes there. Then these guys can continue straight on. Which is hopefully gonna help anyone coming into this area for the residential zone. There we go. That should be pretty good indeed. Do I want to put a metro loop in there? I don't think I do just yet. I don't think we need one just yet. I think once we expand down this way a little bit, we can get one, but I think it would be a little bit too early for one, especially since the area is not fully built up yet. Although something that might be a good idea is a little bit of commercial zoning, since there is still pretty high demand for it, just along there to break up the area. I think that might be pretty good. I think that might make people kind of happy that they can, you know, shop on this side of the highway. They don't have to go into the main part of the city I think that'll keep them kind of pleased. Or at least that'll hopefully keep them kind of pleased. I'm also looking over here and seeing a couple of premises that don't have enough goods to sell, which is a bit strange considering there is a decent-sized industrial zone here. That is a little bit strange, a little bit odd. It doesn't look like that problem is anywhere else in the city. It is just down here, so maybe we do want to look into getting a new industrial zone down here. Or maybe we want to look into getting a properly huge industrial zone into the city at some point as well. That could be a thing. As well as, more modes of public transport. I've seen a couple of comments here and there saying that we should get a regional train line into the city, but if you go around the edges here like I have just done, there isn't actually a train line to this city, so it would just be a sort of a train to take you across the city, which we could do. The problem is, the metro system and the bus system work so well with this challenge because they don't take up space. The metro is so small that it's not a problem to run it. And then the buses just run on your regular roads, so yeah, it's not the best to go ahead and throw trains in, especially this late in the game. We have 126,000 people living here. We've already built this huge city. Adding, train lines to that is just going to complicate things. Alright, so I'm back to looking at this road here, and I'm realizing what a lot of the problem actually happens to be. A lot of the problem with this road is that this is sort of the only way into the city, or at least the closest entrance to the city that can get you to this area down here. And if we have a look, yes, there's a lot of main roads that will get you to this area. We have this road that comes down to here, goes into this one, you'll transfer across to this one and bring yourself down this way and in there and all that stuff. And that's great. We have these main roads that bring you in here. The problem is that is one heck of a distance to go, and that's a lot of traffic flowing that way across. That's a lot of traffic coming into the city trying to get to this area that is using roads that traffic just going from one bit of the city to another is already using. So what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is delete all of this, and I'm going to have to add myself another intersection in here, another one like this, or possibly, well, no, it's not going to be able to go any other way. I could try deleting those bits, and that's actually not bad. That will work. So we'll do that, and then just connect down like so. So you go to there, and you go to there. And then we're just going to bring some new roads into the city off of this. So one of these roads can connect in one place, another can connect in another. So the entrances, I do believe, were always the first. No, the entrances went in a bit further. The entrances generally always go into the city a bit further than the exits. So the entrance here can go all the way down to here, I think. And that's a hell of a distance. But if we bring this entrance road that far down, down to here, like that, the exit road can come off of here. That's not going to allow me as... Oh, really? That's flattened itself up. Really? Okay, that was not my plan. My plan... Oh, that wasn't my plan either. My plan there was to keep that raised up as it comes in, because that just seems to make a lot more sense to me. So, bring that to there, I guess. Bring me an avenue through... Well, it's there. Delete those two bits. Take that through to there. Connect these guys up a little bit. So, that one's going to go to... I would really like it to go there without having that awkward dip in the middle. That would be real nice. Is this going to work? Yeah, that's all right. So that's going to connect like that. We bring this along to there. It did the thing again, didn't it? Didn't really want it to do the thing. Kinda wanted it to come along to there and a little bit further, like that, and down. There we go. Alright, so that should be fine. We flip that to be the exit. The entrance can stay where it is. We'll bring it down to like there. And there we go. That should, by all intents and purposes, be another reasonable entrance to the city. Hopefully. We'll see just how much traffic opts to use it. I mean, there's already some vehicles using it. And if I set this whole space up correctly, which I'm just about to do with some districts and all that stuff, we're gonna make it so that traffic going to the industrial zone is gonna have to use a certain set of roads. And that certain set of roads is gonna be this road in here. That's gonna be the road for the industrial traffic to use. So we'll get that set up real nicely, real quickly. Just fill in those little bits there. Alright, so what we need to do is basically turn as much of this into a district as I possibly can. Let's start with this corner down here, since it's going to be nice and easy, and I'm also going to have to freeform this bit along the coastline. So bring this district around like that. It's going to be called Garnet Square. Interesting name. It's a bit of a triangle, but I don't think we'll bother renaming it. I don't think there's much point. But it's going to be called Garnet Square. We take the zoning off of the roads like that, and we give it an old time policy. And that means that traffic, for those that don't know, by the way, I know a lot of you will know what the old time policy does, but if you're watching this and you don't know, the old time policy basically means that no traffic is going to turn off of this road into this district unless it's going to a destination in that district. So, industrial traffic coming into the city via this road might be tempted to go through Garnet Square. It now can't. And it won't, which is good stuff. The next step here is going to be bringing a district up like this down to about there and across. Then filling in all of that space in there so that we have another district, this one called Aspen Heights. We then take the zoning off of the highway road there because the district zoning will affect that road because it's not technically a highway, it is just technically an avenue. So we'll just do all of that stuff there to neaten it up a little bit. We'll then take it off of the avenues here, just like that, and off of this avenue there. And again, we click Aspen Heights, we click Policies, we go to Old Town, and what we've done is basically made it so that industrial traffic has to stay on these avenues. It can't cut through the district anymore, which is good stuff. That is some very, very good stuff there. So hopefully that's going to function beautifully. Then what I'm going to do is one final district in here, which is just going to be this this giant space in here. That's going to be its own district too. Because this way, we're going to make sure that traffic going in that district is going to somewhere in that district, as opposed to anyone that might want to cut through, which is going to be especially important since this is actually a very, very big district to begin with. So there we go, we'll paint that in. That's Hamilton Park, Old Town Policy, and then we just take the zoning off of the avenue once again. And just to give you an idea, Hamilton Park has a population of 8,000 people, so, you know, having the Old Town Policy there is going to be very important. Aspen Heights has a population of 0, because I don't think anyone actually lives in there. Same with Garnet Square, but there are, you know, 1,125 workers at most. There's 1,166 workers at most in Aspen Heights, so having some traffic control is going to be very, very important, and hopefully, I guess, hopefully this road will work. Hopefully this road will do some good stuff. There is a decent, well, not decent really, a small amount of traffic coming in here. So hopefully we're going to see some good stuff from this. I do sincerely hope we'll see, you know, some traffic opting to use all of this. We'll see what happens. I do think that's a good addition, though. Now let's come down this way, where I did go ahead and zone some residential zoning, not commercial. It's filling up, you know, at a reasonable rate. There's already a population of 2,500 people in there. This road here seems to be working fairly well. It's not backing up too much, which is beautiful stuff. Oh, there we go. There's a bunch of traffic using this road. That's what I want to see. That's absolutely what I want to see. So they're all going to be using that to hopefully go to that new, not the new district, but the new... Why do I keep saying new? Why do there's nothing new about it. They're going to be using the new road to go to the old industrial zone over here, or the new industrial zone when compared to this one. Oh man, sometimes I just cannot speak. It baffles me. I'm actually really glad I added that road. Traffic here is less than it was. It's not perfect. It's still backing up quite a bit, but there's definitely less of it. This road here, on the other hand, is back to its old tricks and is back to, well, backing up, which is kind of annoying. Kind of really, really annoying. Let me have a look at junction restrictions for here and make sure the traffic is actually pulling into the junction, because there's no reason it shouldn't be. Same with here as well, same with here. Traffic really shouldn't have too much trouble pulling into junctions. So that's good. It lets it move forward a tiny little bit. Same with there as well. Don't know why that's technically a junction. But okay. Fair enough, I guess. Let's see. Anywhere else I could change up my junctions a bit? Doesn't really look like it. Which is probably alright. So let's just close that up. And let's have a look down here again, which looks to be more or less full. There is an empty spot there, but that's no big deal. Let's bring this road over to here a little bit. And let's bring just a road off the end of it, I guess, and a road off of this point in the middle too. And let's see if we can get ourselves just a little bit more residential zoning in here. We're obviously going to want to expand the district as well, so bring it out like this, bring it down to there, and about like that as well. This avenue road here is probably a little bit unnecessary at the moment, but if I do decide to expand across here with more residential zoning, that will be very useful to have, so we'll just keep that in mind. We're also going to want to have some more pipes just in this way, going like that. And how's the population looking? Almost 130,000 people, so almost halfway there, which is not bad. Not bad. It's taking its time, but I can live with that. I don't mind it taking its time. I'm kind of enjoying it. Let's see. Bring that road to there, and bring me that road to there, and bring that one into about there as well. Then let's bring a road off of that point all the way down to here, and that is just going to be a new area for residential zoning, I think. I will want to set this to also be a district. I'm also going to want to make sure that I have junction restrictions set on these roads here to say that traffic can pull into those junctions at any one time, because I think that might help a little bit with this tiny little road here. So that should be fine. That'll hopefully help any traffic that wants to flow through there. Ah! No! 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 Oh god! Oh, it's been so long since it's 9.1! No! Not just got to 130,000! Oh god, why? No! No! Oh god! Oh man, that's not good. That's really bad.